Today we're going to talk a little bit about the ignorance and obsolete movement. Like the idea behind it is basically founded on the belief that ignorance and hatred are like the true enemies of humanity in terms of us building like a society or a world where like we could coexist while everybody can still do and pursue their own dreams, their own beliefs. You know what I mean? Um, most of the barriers that are set up are primarily founded on like antiquated beliefs and ignorance primarily. Like racism itself came about in the 1700s. German anthropologists basically made up a color code system to cast people into, and they called it race. But like scientifically speaking, a race is a species, and anything that can cohabitate and reproduce is scientifically speaking the same race. So like racism in and of itself is idiotic. But besides that, right, you got like all the hate groups and so forth that have added on to it. It's like somebody told a lie, and now all these idiots is doing all this extra shit to try and keep the lie going. Um, and it's over with. Like anybody who know the truth, anybody who studies, like we all know that there's good and bad people from everywhere, right? From every religion, from every nationality, every walk of life. There's good people, there's bad people. It doesn't really matter like what your complexion is in terms of the quality of person you are. That's more of the content of your character, which is an intelligent like person could understand that an idiot can't. And I feel like recently we've had like all of these uprisings, like the neo Nazis and the people in Charlottesville, the MAGA folks who raided the Capitol on January 6th, and all of the lies and stuff that they produce, all of their propaganda that they're pushing. Like all these people are trying. Like one of the chants they were having was "You will not replace us," saying that basically everyone was trying to replace them, which like everybody else knows is bullshit because most of us are just trying to survive. You know what I mean? We trying to get up out the gutter. Like the educational system is trash. You see, Rand DeSantos should get the AP block for African American studies. You know, they don't want us to know our history. They don't want us to practice what we believe in. They kind of just want to control and oppress and basically instill white supremacy on America or reinstill it as it was once here and then it started falling off and now they're trying to put it back and that's ignorance to me. That's obsolete and it's antiquated and it's not gonna work. So, like, the ignorance is obsolete is basically a way for us to come together and start fighting the ways that they're instilling this. And one of the ways they're doing it is law enforcement, right? Everybody knows that. And then the military, like the armed forces, is where they draft a lot of their new members when they come back from war and stuff. They draft them into these neo-Nazi groups to perpetuate hate and all this bullshit in our society. And so those two along with like now public office because after Trump and the whole little MAGA movement, now you got the election deniers and all kind of garbage running for office. And it's time for us to come together. It's time for us to get like educated. If you don't know the truth, like we gotta start informing the people better. And B, we gotta get organized. And just completely dismantle the ignorance and the hatred that's being perpetuated throughout America's history. Like it's time for it to stop now and for us to destroy it completely.